Hello all of you, welcome to QA Studio channel. Now I am going to start a quick revision on the Selenium. By this video you can do a quick revision on Selenium before interview. So, so we will see a interview question regarding Selenium. By this video you can crack any interview from 0 to 4-year experience. So first question is, what is Selenium? Selenium is the open source web automation tool. We all know that Selenium is the open source web automation tool which is used to automate the web applications. Now we have to see the what are the limitations of the Selenium. Limitations means we can say that what are the disadvantage of the Selenium. So it doesn't support a window-based application directly, and for that we have to rely on the third-party tool like Auto IT Security. So another limitations of Selenium that it can't directly support to the reporting tool. So for that also we have to rely on the third-party tool like Extend Report. Here are some notes that Selenium community developed a special tool called Vimium to automate the Windows-based application. And Selenium community also developed tool to test the mobile application, that is Selenium and the Appium. So first question that what was our first question, that what is Selenium? So we can say Selenium is the open source web automation tool which is used to automate the web application. Now the second question is, why Selenium is so popular and demanding? Also the new question is formed for that question, that what are the advantage of the Selenium? So we can say that Selenium is the popular and demanding due to the following feature like, it is the open source, freely available on the internet, no project cost involved, no license required, and can be easily customized or integrate with other test management tools like ALM, Bugzilla. Or also we can say that the Jira. It supports also almost the 13 different software language like Java, C Hash, Ruby, Python, Perl, PHP, JavaScript, R, DCL. Also, it supports almost all the browser like Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer. Hence, cross-browser testing and compatibility testing can be performed using Selenium. Cross-browser testing means we have to run our test scripts on the different browser and we have to check the cross-browser testing. And another advantage that it supports almost all the operating systems like Mac, Windows, Linux, and hence cross-platform testing can be also performed. If we have run our test script on the different browsers, so we can say that it will be the cross browser testing. And if we will run our test script on the different platform or different operating system like Mac, Windows, Linux, so that time we say that this is a cross platform testing. So this is the advantage of the Selenium, that Selenium is the open source tool, no license required, no project required, and it can be easily customized into or integrate with the test management tool like ALM, Bugzilla, or Jira. It supports 30 different languages, or also it supports different languages like Java, C Hash, Python, PHP, JavaScript, or Ruby. Also, it supports the different browser like Mozilla, Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer. Also, it supports the different operating system like Windows, Linux, and Mac. Now, the next question is, what are the different flavor of Selenium? Also, this question may be asked like that what are the different type of the Selenium? First, the Selenium core, then Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE, you all know that IDE means Integrated Development Environment. Third is Selenium RC, that is Selenium Remote Control. And the fourth is Selenium WebDriver. So Selenium core is developed by the company called ThoughtWorks way back in the 2004. Then Selenium IDE, which support only the Mozilla Firefox, and it also support the record and playback feature. Also Selenium RC means it is, we can say that the Selenium version 1. RC means remote control and used for the parallel executions of automation script on the multiple remote system. But one drawback of the Selenium RC is that if we have to run our test script, so we have to first start our server and then we have to run the test script. To overcome this drawback, Selenium WebDriver is came, and in Selenium WebDriver means the version is 2 and Selenium version 3. Here is also one note, Selenium WebDriver version 3 is no longer capable of running Selenium RC directly, rather it does through emulations and via interface called the WebDriver backend Selenium. But it does support Selenium Grid directly. So now the one question is again for that, what is Selenium Grid? Selenium Grid means it is one of the component of Selenium that is used to run automation script on the different platform, different browser. So we say that to run the automation script or to run our test script on the multiple systems simultaneously. It is used to carry the compatibility testing on the multiple browser or platform. Also, anyone asks what is Selenium Grid? So we have to say that time if we have to run our test script on the multiple browser or the multiple operating system at a time, or we have to run our test script parallelly, that time we use the Selenium Grid. It is used to carry the compatibility testings on the multiple browser and platform. The next question is, what are the key and the important topic of the Selenium? So the first is the automation framework. Automation framework means it guidelines and rules to the write the Selenium code. GitHub means it is a center repository to store the code. Maven, you all know Maven is a build dependency tool to automate the update of the Selenium version. Selenium Grid means to test the multiple operating system and browser, and Jenkins is used for the CI/CD tool, means continuous integration and continuous development. And the test engine is a testing framework where NG stand for next generation, and it is used to execute and manage our test cases. The next question is, what are the software required for the Selenium? Means it is our prerequisite. What the prerequisite for the Selenium? So we have a Eclipse IDE, means we have a Eclipse software. Also JDK 1.8 tool and the Selenium server standalone 3.71. Also means it is a version. If you have to install the Selenium repository or Selenium dependency, that time we have to use this 3.71, 3.91, 4.16, 4.15, like that. And what type of the driver we have need? So for that, Firefox browser, Chrome browser, like that. Now we will see the Selenium architecture of how Selenium perform automation testing on the browser. So here we are seeing these are the language, these are the Selenium standalone server, these are the browser driver, executable file, and these are our real browser. So first, since Selenium support multiple languages such as Java, Python, C hash, so we can develop the automation script in all supported language. This is known as the language binding. So this is our language binding. So this is our language binding. Language binding means we have to create our test script with the help of these supporting languages. So when we execute our Selenium code request goes to the Selenium standard server. Means when we run our test script, request goes to this Selenium standalone server, which further process the request based on the input received from the client binding and perform specific action on the respective browser using the browser specific driver executable. Once we send our request to the Selenium standalone server, this will transfer our request to the browser driver executable file, and once the browser driver executable file receive our test script, it will perform the some actions which are input received by the client, that is Gecko driver exe for the Firefox driver and Chrome driver exe for the Chrome browser. Driver executable uses a protocol JSON wire protocol. JSON wire protocol means it is a lightweight protocol to communicate with the related browser. JSON means JavaScript object notations. This is our Selenium Java architecture. This question is the Selenium architecture, means how Selenium perform automation testing. First we have to create a test script with the help of the different languages. Once we create our test script, it will send to the Selenium standalone server, and Selenium standalone server will transfer this request to the browser driver executable file, and this browser driver executable file perform the action which is based on the uh, which is based on input received from the client binding, and it will then transfer to the respective browser driver. Now the next question is, what is Selenium architecture? So first, you all know search context is the supermost interface present in the Selenium WebDriver. Then an interface is called the WebDriver interface. Extend this search context interface. After that, a total 13 interfaces are available in the Selenium. How many interfaces present in the Selenium? Total 13 interfaces are present in the Selenium, which is implemented by supermost class remote driver. Means first हमारा रहेगा search context interface, which is the supermost interface. Then second is the WebDriver interface, वो extend करेगा search context interface को. After that, in Selenium there are the 13 interface present in the remote WebDriver class. आप देख रहे हैं रिमोट वेब ड्राइवर क्लास है और ये रिमोट वेब ड्राइवर क्लास इंप्लीमेंट कर रहा है टेक्स्ट स्क्रीनशॉट इंटरफेस को. ये भी एक हमारा टेक्स्ट स्क्रीनशॉट इंटरफेस है. जावास्क्रिप्ट एग्जीक्यूटर ये भी हमारा एक इंटरफेस है और ये इंप्लीमेंट कर रहा है रिमोट वेब ड्राइवर इंप्लीमेंट कर रहा है वेब ड्राइवर इंटरफेस को, टेक्स्ट स्क्रीनशॉट इंटरफेस को और जावास्क्रिप्ट इंटरफेस को. देयर अगेन देयर इज a browser class is present in the Selenium architecture like Firefox driver, Chrome driver and Internet Explorer driver. ये तीनों ड्राइवर ये रिमोट वेब ड्राइवर क्लास को एक्सटेंड कर रहे हैं. अभी इम्प्लीमेंट और एक्सटेंड क्या है? जब भी एक क्लास दूसरे क्लास को एक्सटेंड करता है मीन्स इसकी प्रॉपर्टी ये लेता है. क्लास क्लास में रिलेशन अगर दिखाना है तो हम एक्सटेंड कीवर्ड यूज करते हैं और क्लास और इंटरफेस में अगर हमारा रिलेशन दिखाना है तो हम इम्प्लीमेंट कीवर्ड यूज करते हैं और इंटरफेस टू इंटरफेस रिलेशन दिखाना है तो हम एक्सटेंड कीवर्ड यूज करते हैं. So if we have to show the relation between the two interface, that time we use the extend keyword. Also if we have to show the relation between the two classes, that time also we use the extend keyword. But if we have to show the relation between WebDriver interface and the classes, that time we use the implement keyword. So first is the search context interface, which is the supermost interface, and after that WebDriver interface extend this supermost interface like search context interface, and the then remote WebDriver class implement the WebDriver interface, JavaScript executor and text screenshot interface. Remote WebDriver is again extended by few browser-specific child classes such as Firefox class is used to automate Firefox browser, Chrome driver class is used to automate Chrome browser, and Internet Explorer driver class is used to automate Internet Explorer. So on. So all the above mentioned interface and the classes are present in the package org.openqa.selenium. मीन जब भी हम कोई सेलेनियम की लाइब्रेरी इंस्टॉल करते हैं, डिपेंडेंसी डाउनलोड करते हैं, तो हम हमारा ये पैकेज बाय डिफॉल्ट आता है org.openqa.selenium. To view any information about Selenium interface classes method navigate to the below page. मीन्स ये एक ये है URL, इससे हम और भी ज़्यादा Selenium के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन गेन कर सकते हैं. So now the next question is list down all the meta present in the below interfaces of the Selenium WebDriver. You all know guys, what are the interface of Selenium WebDriver? First, the search context. Then after that there is a WebDriver. Then there is a JavaScript executor. And last is a text screenshot interface. So first we will see the method of the search context interface like find elements and find elements. First method is the find element and second is the find elements. Then the methods of the WebDriver interface. WebDriver interface is a close, get title, get page source, get current URL, get window handles, manage, navigate, quit and switch to. These are all the method. These are all the method present in the WebDriver interface. Now we will see the what is the method of the test screenshot interface. In the test cross interface, there is only one method present, that is get screenshot. And then in JavaScript, there is a one method execute script and the execute asynchronous script. But while using the Selenium, we use only the execute script method. Now we will see the method of WebElement interface. So first method is a clear. You all know clear is used to clear the any text from the text box area. So how we have to say how we have to give the answer about the clear method? Clear is a method present is a WebElement interface. It is used to clear any value which is present in any element like text box area or text area. Now another method is a click. Click is used to click or any element present on the web page. Third is a get attribute. Get attribute means it is used to get the value of the attribute in the form of the string. It is used to get the value of the attribute in the form of the string, and here we have to pass the argument to that method in the form of the string. When we pass the attribute name which is not present in the HTML source code element as an argument to this method, it will return the empty string. So next method is the get CSS value, get location. Get location is a method present in the WebDriver WebElement interface, and it returns the instance of the following class. Now the next is the dimension method. Dimension class has a few non-static methods like get height, get width. Get height method return the height of the element, and get width method return the width of the element. After that, get tag name. Get tag name means it is used to get the tag name of any element, and it does not accept any argument. Then there is a method of the get text. It is used to get the text present in the element, and it does not also accept any argument. When there is no text present in the HTML source code element, and we are using get text method to retrieve the text element, then it will return the empty string. Then there is a method of isDisplay. isDisplay is a method present in the WebElement interface. It checks whether the element is present or not on the web page. If the element is present, it will return the true, and if the element is not present, it will return the false. So this question is an important question regarding interview. Interviewer asks directly that what is if you have to check whether the element is present or not, then how will you check? That time we have to say we will check that the element is present on the web page or not with the help of isDisplay method. And if the element is present, that time it will return the true, and if the element is not present, that time it will return the false value. After is enable method is also method of the WebElement interface, and suppose if we have to check if element is active or not, that time we use the is enable method, and if the element is enabled, then it will return the true, and if the element is not disabled, sorry, if the element is not enabled, or if you also say that if the element is disabled, that time it will return the false value. Then the method is selected. In selected means it check whether the element is selected or not on the web page. If the element is selected, then it return the true, and if the element is not not selected, then it will return the false. Then there is a one also method of in the WebElement interface like send key. Send key is a method present in the WebElement interface, and it is used to enter the value on any element like text box, test area. Also we said at the submit. Now there is a two question form. That first question is what is submit method, and what is the difference between the submit and click method. So we say that we can use submit method to click on any element if the element is present inside the form tag, and HTML source code of the element has an attribute called the type submit. When the both conditions satisfy, we use the submit method. In Selenium, we have 13 interface. All the interface has an abstract and non-static method. Following 13 interface are the search context interface, WebDriver interface, text screenshot interface, JavaScript executor interface, navigation is also interface, output type, WebElement interface, alert interface, action interface, expected condition options, and timeout interface. Now the next question is why we upcast the browser related child class to the WebDriver, not remote WebDriver class. You all know that remote WebDriver is a supermost class in the Selenium. So upcasting example. First we will see the upcasting example. That is WebDriver driver is equal to new Firefox driver. Means what is upcasting? So converting the child class object to the super type is called the upcasting. Means we have to convert the child class object to the super type object is called the upcasting. Now in Selenium we use upcasting so that we can execute our text script on any browser. We can upcast the browser object to the remote WebDriver, text screenshot or JavaScript executor, but a standard practice is that to upcast the WebDriver interface. This is as per Selenium coding standard set by the Selenium community. So WebDriver is the name of the key interface. Again, these tests should be written in the Java, and the implementation classes one should use the listed like Chrome driver, even Firefox WebDriver, Firefox driver, HTML unit driver like that. Where did you use the upcasting in Selenium? So this question is that why we upcast the browser related child class to WebDriver. So each question is, by this our test script, we can run our test script on any browser, so we upcast our browser related child class to the WebDriver. Now we see, where did you use the upcasting in Selenium? So when we write WebDriver driver is equal to new Firefox driver or new Chrome driver, that time we use the upcasting concept in the Selenium. So here WebDriver is an interface in Selenium that extends the supermost interface called the search context. Driver is a reference object or upcasted object, and this is a equal sign is a, this is the assignment operator. New is a keyword which is used to create the object of the Firefox driver class, and Firefox driver is a constructor of the Firefox driver class which initiate the object, and it will also launch the Firefox browser. Now this is all know that how to install the Selenium and Selenium libraries. Now next question is, how do you install the Selenium? So Selenium is an open source web automation tool that comes in the form of the jar file, and we have to download this and attach to it to the build part. Selenium, in order to communicate with the browser, it needs some extra file known as a driver executable, and we download this driver executable and set the part by using system.set property which accept the key value pair. So that is how we integrate or install the Selenium. So first is the Selenium is the open source web automation tool that comes in the jar file or the dependency file. If we use the Maven project, that time we have to download all the dependency file and all dependency, and we have to write in the pom.xml file. And if you have to use the Java project, not the Maven, that time we have to download the jar file and we have to attach it to the build path. Then we have to also download the driver executable, and we have to download it into our project or any location, and we have to set the property that system.set property which accept the key value pair, where key is a WebDriver and value we have to pass the driver executable. Now next question is, how do you set a part of the driver executable? By using system.set property method. System of set property, in their system is a class and set property is a method of system class which takes the two argument, that is key and the value. A part of the value, that is we have to, here we have to specify the part of the driver executable, and as a part of the key we pass the predefined key set by the Selenium community, like system.set property. If we are using the Firefox driver, then that time we use the Gecko driver, not the WebDriver.Firefox driver. Here we are use WebDriver.Gecko driver, and here we have to pass the Gecko driver executable. When we are using the Chrome driver, we have to write like that, that is WebDriver.Chrome.driver, and here we have to pass the path of the Chrome driver executable. And if we have to we are using the Internet Explorer, that time we have to write WebDriver.I.driver and path of the iDriver executable. Now next question is, when do you get the illegal state exception? Illegal state exceptions means when Selenium server try to communicate with the browser without using related browser driver, we get this exception. So here are the our answer. Illegal state exceptions means when Selenium server try to communicate with the respective browser without using the driver executable. That time we get this exception. In earlier version of Selenium, that is 1 and 2, Selenium server was able to perform automation without using the driver executable. But in the Selenium version 3, Selenium can't perform automation without using any driver executable. So we have to stay on this question, that is, what is illegal state exception? After that, there is another question is, what is method chaining? Calling a method on a reference of either class or the interface whose instance is written by the immediate previous method is called the method chaining. Navigate is method present in the WebDriver interface which return the instance of the navigation interface. And with this reference, we call the method which is present in the navigation interface like to, back, refresh, and the forward. This program demonstrates upcasting concept, that is Firefox class object to the WebDriver interface. So we have to say that this is our important dependency, that is org.openqa.selenium.webdriver. Here we are using Firefox class, so here this dependency, this will import this file. Now we will see that our program. First, we have to set the part of the Gecko driver executable by using system.setProperty WebDriver Gecko driver, and this is the path of the our executable file. Here we are using the Gecko, not Firefox driver. Then we have to launch the Firefox browser, that is WebDriver driver is equal to new Firefox driver. Then we have to enter the URL. बाय दिस एक URL ओपन होगा, मतलब हमको जो URL पास करनी है और जो वेब पेज पे जो URL पे हमको ऑटोमेशन परफॉर्म करना है वो URL यहाँ पे हमें देना है, दैट इज ड्राइवर डॉट गेट. गेट इज द मेथड ऑफ द वेब ड्राइवर इंटरफेस. अभी हमको वो पेज का टाइटल लेना है, वी हैव टू रिट्राइव द टाइटल ऑफ द वेब पेज. दैट टाइम वी यूज द ड्राइवर डॉट गेट टाइटल. एंड यू ऑल नो गाइस, गेट टाइटल इज अ मेथड ऑल्सो द वेब ड्राइवर इंटरफेस. सो हमने एक ये गेट टाइटल है, ये हमें एक स्ट्रिंग रिटर्न करेगा, इसलिए हमने एक स्ट्रिंग टाइप का वेरिएबल दिया है, दैट इज स्ट्रिंग टाइटल. एंड इसमें हमको ये विद द हेल्प ऑफ ड्राइवर डॉट गेट टाइटल इसमें टाइटल मिलेगा और हमको ये प्रिंट करना है, तो हम सिस्टम डॉट आउट प्रिंट से वो प्रिंट करेंगे. नाउ हमको एक URL रिट्राइव करना है. फॉर दैट अगेन देयर इज अ मेथड दैट इज गेट करंट URL, और ये भी हमको स्ट्रिंग में रिटर्न करेगा. तो हमने स्ट्रिंग टाइप का डेटा लिया है, वेरिएबल लिया है, सॉरी. आपको अगर हमको पेज का सोर्स कोड लेना है तो दैट टाइम वी यूज द गेट पेज सोर्स एंड इट विल रिटर्न. अगर हमको 2 सेकंड के लिए प्रोग्राम को पॉज कराना है तो हम ये थ्रेड डॉट स्लीप यूज करेंगे. सो ड्राइवर डॉट गेट टाइटल, ड्राइवर डॉट गेट करंट URL, ड्राइवर डॉट गेट पेज सोर्स, ये सभी मेथड वेब ड्राइवर इंटरफेस के है. अगर हमको किसी पेज को ओपन करना है या किसी URL को ओपन करना है, दैट टाइम वी विल यूज द ड्राइवर डॉट गेट. अगर हमको किसी पेज का टाइटल रिट्राइव करना है तो दैट टाइम वी विल यूज द ड्राइवर डॉट गेट टाइटल. अगर हमको किसी पेज का URL और मतलब किसी पेज का करंट URL रिट्राइव करना है तो दैट टाइम वी विल यूज ड्राइवर डॉट गेट करंट URL. अगर किसी पेज का सोर्स कोड रिट्राइव करना है तो दैट टाइम वी विल यूज द ड्राइवर डॉट गेट पेज सोर्स. Now we will see the next question, that capturing screenshot means how to capture the screenshot in Selenium. We capture the screenshot Selenium by using the test screenshot interface. Test screenshot interface है और उसमें एक मेथड है गेट स्क्रीनशॉट एज. इस मेथड की यूज करके हम स्क्रीनशॉट कैप्चर करेंगे. नाउ वी विल सी द what are the steps to take a screenshot. First we have to upcast our driver to the test screenshot interface. Now create the object of the specific object related class and then upcast the WebDriver object, that is WebDriver driver is equal to new Firefox driver. Then typecast the same upcasted driver object to the test screenshot interface, and using this typecast object we will call the get screenshot as a method. ये method important method है get screenshot as. And using the file input output operation file util class we store the screenshot to desired the location. So how will you can capture the screenshot? अभी हम देखेंगे. हमको अभी पहले एक सिस्टम का सिस्टम सेट प्रॉपर्टी का पार्ट देना है. फायरफॉक्स यूज कर रहे हैं इसलिए हम गीको ड्राइवर यूज करेंगे. देन वी हैव टू क्रिएट द अपकास्ट अवर ऑब्जेक्ट, दैट इज वेब ड्राइवर इज इक्वल टू न्यू क्रोम ड्राइवर. एंड नाउ हमको एक स्क्रीनशॉट मतलब टाइपकास्ट करना है, जैसे टेक स्क्रीनशॉट टीएस इज इक्वल टू टेक स्क्रीनशॉट एंड ड्राइवर. देन एक सोर्स फाइल होंगी अपनी जो हमको कहाँ से मिलेंगी, गेट स्क्रीनशॉट मेथड को कॉल करके, जो मेथड है टेस्ट स्क्रीनशॉट की. और एक डेस्टिनेशन फाइल होंगी जहाँ पे हमको हमारा स्क्रीनशॉट परमानेंटली सेव करना है. देन वी विल कॉल द फाइल्स डॉट कॉपी, यहाँ हम कॉपी करेंगे फ्रॉम सोर्स टू डेस्टिनेशन एंड ड्राइवर को क्लोज करेंगे like that. How do we take the screenshot of a page? So we take a screenshot of a page by using get screenshot as a method of a text screenshot interface. It is a non-static method, so we need to reference the text screenshot interface to call it. There is no such method which is a return the instance of the text screenshot interface, so we have to typecast our driver to the text screenshot interface. So how we are typecasting, that is take screenshot ts in bracket text screenshot driver. And using this operation, that is object reference, that is TS, we are calling the get screenshot method. And as an argument to this method, we pass the output type dot file, to which format of file we want. That type output type dot file means in which format we want a screenshot type. Then we are giving find src is equal to ts get screenshot as output type dot file. This line of code will store the screenshot in some temporary file or folder location, which is not recommended place to store. Whenever the system becomes slow, we tend to delete all temporary file and folder. If we store the screenshot in temporary location, it will delete. So we are storing this file in the destinations with the help of file destination new file, and here we have to give the path. This line of code will create a blank file. It will now have the screenshot of the particular page. सॉरी, मीन्स अब तक इसमें अब हमारी फाइल नहीं आई है, हमको फाइल वो कॉपी करना है फ्रॉम सोर्स फाइल टू द डेस्टिनेशन फाइल. मतलब हमको यहाँ से फाइल यहाँ पे कॉपी करना है, एंड फॉर दैट वी कॉपी द स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ टेम्पररी लोकेशन एंड पेस्ट इन अवर डिजायर्ड लोकेशन बाय files dot copy src file and destination file. Now file is a class from Java and it has a static method copy. As an argument to this copy method, we pass the toFile object. In this way we capture the screenshot. Why capturing the screenshot of the web page is important in the project? So we capture the screenshot in order to debug the failed test cases. It actually helps the automation test engineer to find the exact root cause of the issue in the application at the earliest level. So whenever we automate the script, whenever our automation script is a fail, we have to first manually execute a step to check whether is an issue in the applications or whether is an issue in our script. If the script failed due to the issue in the script itself, we fix the script and rerun till it is the pass. And if there is issue in the application due to which test script is a fail, then we log this defect against the same issue. In the way automation team get credibility in the project.